Hey nerds, welcome back to The Letter. In this episode, as far as we know, this is the day that Hannah gets possessed. And I believe, hopefully, Zachary or the gang is gonna go do something to figure out a little bit more and hopefully stop her before she goes crazy. So let's just jump right into it. With her image still stuck in my head, flashing every few moments, it catches me off guard. With Ma's lullaby still echoing in my ear, no longer the soft tune it was once. And the terrible gnawing at the pit of my stomach, it's no wonder I can't bring myself to drift off, even for a little while. It is not as if there's a complete lack of things to do while waiting for sleep to come, if it ever will. And at 2:45 in the morning, I find myself cleaning my photography equipment for no other reason than just to pass the time. Though if I am going to be honest, it is not the night terrors that are keeping me wide awake tonight, the anxiety and the hope I'll hear from Ashton or Isabella soon. And for what perhaps the 42nd time, my eyes shift over to the end of the table where my phone lies still. It's not heard from since they left. They haven't promised a call, of course, but a small part of me wishes they would have the common sense at the very least. Waiting is a tough game, and with the concern stretching out the minutes far longer than usual, it is impossible for more unpleasant thoughts not to enter my mind. Moreover, it does not help that when the clock finally strikes 3, my hand stills. It'll be complete and utter lie to say my heart didn't leap straight into my throat in the brief second. My whole body has gone motionless, ears straining for any further sound. A couple of tense seconds pass. Nothing. Of course, with how old the building I'm staying in, power fluctuations ain't anything new. Every now and then this would happen, leaving a few tenants in a rather bad mood. Nothing unusual anymore after a few years of living here. But this time, the sudden hush brings with a stillness that raised the hairs to the back of my neck and set heart beating hard against my chest. Something reeks in the air, and in an instant this place is no longer home. It's a prison. Every rational fiber in being scream at me to leave. I force myself to swallow and keep clear head as I lay down all my cleaning tools and began gathering together the rest of my things scattered about the table. The camera's body lenses, filters, diffusers, phone, anything my hand could reach. But in the resulting panic, in the nightmares, it is the scent that reaches me first, a foul putrid smell filling my lungs with a heavy stink of death. My fingers clamp tightly to the camera, holding it closer to my body as if tiny thing would provide enough protection to whatever it is with me in the room. It won't. But it's the only comfort I have. And knowing that whoever she is, she had been human once. Perhaps not all of it is gone. Perhaps some of it is still there. Is he going to try to communicate with her?
Hello? I know you're in here. What do you want?
Something moves behind me. A soft scuttling over the walls, followed by a squelch and a painful creaking of what can only be rotten flesh and broken bones. Without hesitation, I whirl around, my finger in my camera ready, patiently waiting for another moment.
I can help you. Whatever it is that keeps you here, I can help. That's what the letter's for, ain't it? You don't have to keep taking people's lives.
Oh, did he get through? There's a brief moment of silence. For a short while, I think my pleas worked. Uh-oh. Then, with no warning, the shuffling resumes, and along with it are sobs of a woman. No! Oh, use the mouse. The light flashes fleetingly one last time, but that got me! Allowing me a glimpse of her grotesque mishappen feature before it is once again lost in the darkness. All of a sudden her tune changes, no longer soft cry, but a high-pitched shriek, brimming with pain, grief, and anger. Every ounce of courage I've mustered flees from my body at the sound, and the next thing I know, my hand is gripping the knob, and I'm wrenching the door open. Her wails follow me as I flee into the night. Pacing has always been more of Ashton's thing than mine. When I want to think, I sit and let the minutes tick by until the idea comes to my mind or pulses settles down. And yet, dried leaves and twigs crack under my shoe as I make another pass at them. Terror is too mild to describe what this is. Come on, Ash. There's no way in hell I'm going back. Whatever she is, pleading won't work. The moment we saw that letter, she's been after us.
But I can't run. Not this time.
Nearly 2 hours have gone by since I left the comfort of my room for the solitude of the park. 2 excruciating hours since I've been making calls. No one's answering. Not even Rebecca, who has always kept her phone line open in case other people need her. Or Isabella, who frequently checks hers for any messages and readily responds as soon as she can afford. It does not help that Ash hasn't said a word where he went off to as well.
Damn it! I knew I should have asked him before I let him leave.
But there's really only one place he'll likely be at this time. The sun has already peeked over the horizon when I make it to the mansion. I have no idea what I'm expecting to see when I got here. There's Ashton, first and the foremost. A part of me wishes my assumptions are correct and he's really somewhere close by on the stakeout. But I've never been the lucky sort when it comes to this kind of guessing. And even after I've made a round of immediate vicinity, I could find neither a hide nor hair of him. Calling him just no good either, considering how awful the signal is here. It can't be too far if he's really here, but if he is, he would have already noticed me by now. I was like, what? I don't think they would have came here. I thought they were doing something else. I mean, maybe they're here. Instead, there's only silence. Oh, but this is when she got possessed! Oh no! Okay, calm down. The kind too quiet to find any sort of comfort in. Even the trees seem to have fallen asleep with the rest of the mansion, oblivious to what's happening around it. A small island of stillness in the otherwise fast-paced world. No wonder the whole Ainslam feels at odds with the rest of the Luxborn. While the city's alive, growing every minute, breathing every second, and pulsating with life, the village remains unmoving. Unchanged. It's not surprising that the legends still live up to this day, and why is she still here, walking its very hollows. Oops. And beyond me, the mansion looms ominously. But now ain't the time for fear. Even if Ash is not here, I still gotta let the Wrights know what I've seen, what's in their home. And whatever grievance Ash is with them, doesn't matter. There might be grounds for imprisonment, but they don't deserve a brutal death at the hands of one malicious spirit. I'm sure Isabella would want the same thing. I head straight for the door without a second thought. It takes a few rings, a sudden, loud, forbidding stillness before I hear footsteps on the other side.
God and Bennett, only a Nancy would knock at such an ungodly hour.
Oh.
Where's that damn butler when I need him?
Oh, here we go! Before long, the door swings widely open, and Mr. Luke's Wright standing behind. Is anybody else noticing this? Seething would be a complete understatement to describe him. Like this, I've got no doubt why Ash would find him a suspect.
You? How the hell did you get in here?
What do you mean? He just walked up to the door.
What in 7 hells do you want? It's bloody 6 in the morning!
Oh my gosh.
Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
And because he answered the door, Zachary won't get to her.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even check the clock before coming here? I bet you didn't. Unlike you, the ones living in this house need to sleep. Come back when people are actually awake, or I'll call security on you.
Okay, before I can get another word in, he slams the door in my face and bolts it shut with much finality.
Wait, sir, you gotta hear me out. You're both in danger if you stay in there. Have you seen the news lately? Everything's not a coincidence.
Only silence answers me. Maybe if it was Miss Wright. But who am I kidding? There are limits to how far a person will believe in you. Then again, I didn't believe Isabella when she warned us. And now I'm here, desperately trying to save people even if I'm aware it's completely out of my own capability to do so. Is this what they call karma? If so, this is one horrible way of turning things around. Taking a person's lives, playing with people's fears, making them feel useless.
You're around, ain't you? You here? Inside this house? Listening, watching, or whatever it is that you spirits do? What did they do to you? I can help you, you know? If it'll let you move on, I'll gladly do so. You don't have to kill anyone.
Nothing. I don't even know who I'm talking to, or if a sane person is supposed to be doing that. The only thing I got after is the feeling of foolishness washing over me. Or perhaps this is just me losing my mind. Out of other opinions, any other idea, I'd let my hand slide off the door and surface and fall listlessly to my sides. I could go back to Luxborn. Try to find the others. Try to get out of this mess with them. Or let them know how much in deep shit we all are. Both sound good. Either way, me loitering around here isn't helping anybody. I let the quietness calm me for a few minutes before standing up and heading out to fetch my bike. It's quite a distance to the Luxborn, but if I hurry, I'll reach it in maybe... The wrestling stops as soon as I turn around and strain my ears for another movement around me.
Yo, Ash, you there?
No answer. If he's here, I've just missed him earlier. Already my feet is moving in search of him for the second time. It won't hurt to double check. Triple check even. Oh no. With how big the property is, he can be anywhere. If it ain't so urgent, if they are in such dyers that lives are at stake, I probably have just waited for him to show up again.
But damn it! He needs to realize what exactly it is he's dealing with.
Oh no, Zachary's gonna get hurt. That is not just a petty crime that he could simply throw in jail. That is something beyond the authority his police badge could even give him. The guy needs to stop playing the big damn hero. Sit down and chill. My breathing comes to a short, swallow rasp by the time I make it back to where I started. Still no sign of him, and I'm beginning to think I'm just wasting my time here. But that's when I hear it. I'd recognize the melody in a heartbeat. Ma's favorite song. I listened for a while, trying to gauge where exactly from the house it's coming from, so this ghost is using it against him. My feet starting to move before I can stop them. And there, I circle a corner. From a room from the first floor. I don't say anything. A single window is open, but I can't make out whoever's inside. However, I'm sure the singing comes from there. Still, while I'll hear an old tune here of all places, I won't know. It's not an obscure song by all means, but I'm pretty rare to find someone who knows this. And for some reason, Death seems to follow this song around. Panic lodges itself at the base of my throat at once. Whoever's humming might be, I don't want to be the pessimist now, but on the off chance that it's Miss Wright, oh no, she's luring him into a trap.
Shit.
Unless while he was circling around, that's when the husband left, and now like she's possessed and stuff. I shouldn't just barge in there. I can put myself in danger before I can save anyone. Ash will tell me so in the exact words. Might even write me a distillation why that is a bad idea if he ain't so lazy. But damn it, god damn it! Someone could be in danger. Keep looking for Ash. Ash isn't there! I know Ash isn't there. Into the open window. I don't want to get him I know Ash isn't here! Okay, pause. Time frames. This is the day. Oh, that's the only thing. Oh, wait. Okay, so we're probably past it. She's probably possessed, right? Oh no, this is so hard. I'm saving. Ah! I'm coming, Hannah! I can search for Ash, but what if it's too late by then? Oh, this is so stupid. Why did I hit that? With how big the place is, he can be anywhere. And it's very likely by the time we come back, someone's already bit the dust. That and the cries grow louder against my ear, longer I linger. Almost impossible to ignore, drawing me into a moth to a flame. For a moment, I let myself shudder, shaking the uneasy feeling off my head. This can't be a good idea, not by a long shot. Still, I've got to try. Funnily enough, for a couple of high profiles as the Wrights, they don't seem to have any security detail patrolling around. A few guards here and there, sure, but one will expect they'll have more considering the size of the place. It works to my advantage, though. I really can't complain when it's a high chance I might get arrested for what I'm about to do. Luckily, the window's wide enough for me to fit through without making any noise. Oh no! There's certainly no going back now! But as soon as I step into the parlor, all of it has ceased. Well, I find no trace of the woman I heard crying like I'm expecting to. The room is still empty, and this time of the morning, I'm left standing awkwardly in the middle of the hush. Maybe she just hid somewhere?
Hello? Are you here?
Oh, no.
I heard someone earlier, and I'm here to help.
Hoping for an answer, I let question hang in the air. But several seconds merely go by without a word or the slightest movement to indicate there's someone in here. Has been here. With the stories I've heard, the things I've seen, it takes effort to keep my brain from going into the line of thought.
I'm not going to hurt you. If you're here, say something.
Nothing. Am I just hearing things? Oh no! Oh, I'm pretty sure I heard someone. But with no one responding, I can't help but feel silly like this. And the awareness that I've just trespassed on the house of nothing becomes of some voice prickles at me. Suddenly the silence feels uncomfortable, and immediately anxiety slowly creeps up on my back. I should get out of here while I can. If I ain't there, it ain't there. I don't spare the room another glance when I walk back the way I came. Out in the window, leave before someone else notices.
I thought I heard a servant moving around here. Turns out it's just a rat scurrying about.
Oh no.
How unpleasant.
My heart shoots up into my throat. I can run. The window's a few steps away. I should be able to escape. But instead, out of some foolish impulse, I turn around. Perhaps it's because the impression of the guy has left me in a few times we met nothing but unsettling.
This ain't what you think it is.
You're quite the distance from the kitchen, I'm afraid. Perhaps I should lead you there.
What?
Someone's in here before me. I wasn't here for what you're thinking. There was sobbing and...
First blow knocks the wind out of me, sending me a heavy crumbling onto my knees. Tears well up in my eyes as the pain swells when he twists my wrist behind my back.
You've got to listen to me.
Then again, dirty thieves aren't welcome in my kitchen either.
This dude's really tiny. How is he, like, doing this? Oh my gosh! For a moment there is only silence and a sudden piercing ache, this time at the back of my head. The room abruptly tilts on its axis, dimming. On the verge of unconsciousness, I can only hear the scuffling of foot and the thud of the door being closed, and a woman crying, asking for help. I know no more. What's gonna happen? Oh, jeez. Did I make the really bad decision? Guess we'll have to find out. The pain is the worst when I come to. A sharp piercing ache following the back of the head, begging to be noticed. But there's nothing I can handle. Valeriously, I opened my eyes, expecting to be greeted by sunlight. However, the walls welcome me to it with me are unfamiliar. When everything comes into focus, I recognize the place for what it is. A cell. Dark cramped with the only light coming from our moon outside, streaming through the sole window bared by thick metal bars. Memory rushes back to me in sharp bursts. The mansion, looking for Ashton, a familiar tune, and a woman crying. All while my head still aches from the hit I've received.
Still better than a morgue, I guess.
I pull myself up, stretching the cramps from my shoulder as I do so, but stopping when a sudden movement includes an acute straight pain through my arm.
Damn, they got me good. What time is it?
As expected, they've been taking everything I have on my person. Wallet, cell phone, and keys. Meds, and even small pack of gum. Protocol is protocol. In the first place, ending back in another cell ain't my agenda. The first time was not a pleasant experience, and this certainly won't be either. Considering who likely put me here, I could be much worse. The bars are cold to touch when I approach it looking for the person on duty. They usually allow us to contact somebody, and Ashton at least has to know I'm here. He'll be pissed that I'm quite sure of it, but he's the only one who can help prove my innocence and gets me out. However, I don't much want to rely on him for this. The hallway in the front of the cell is empty, but voices float around through the further in, likely the poor officers assigned to the late night duty. Judging from the snippets of conversation I catch, today's topic over a snack is the moron who thought it was wise to cross the rights. They used other names too, but most of it I'll take to have words with them in the future. But really, I'm in no position right now.
Excuse me? Anyone?
Silence.
Excuse me! I need to make a...
Blood freezes in my veins and my grip onto the bar tightens. I don't dare turn. Because more than the haunting melody, I'm afraid to see of what I'll see. Of who's singing Ma's lovely lullaby. A death song. That's what it is now. But I guess that is what it's always been. If this is the end's calling, I'd prefer that it's not her vicious smile that I see last.
Oh, Zach, sweetie. Don't you love this song?
Hannah! Oh no. My head snaps up in a surprise, and I swivel as Miss Wright of all people sitting on the cot. Her smile is easy and sweet as ever.
Miss Wright? What are you... how did you...
I jostle the cell door to check. A prison break is the last thing on my mind, of course, but a present here begs for a lot of puzzling questions to be answered. I lock tightly. Was I just too groggy earlier and I didn't notice her?
Don't be surprised, darling. Money and power can get you anything.
She has a point. Of all people, she knows more than anyone how to play a game in the world. Yet to hear it straight out of her, it's like talking to a different person. I don't bring this up, however. Perhaps she's having a bad day or a tiff with her husband. After the indecent of the other day at the party, well, I don't like gossip, but it won't be surprising. Anyone can say the strangest thing when I'm in a bad mood. Still and all.
You ain't supposed to be here, Miss Wright.
Why ever not? Isn't it comfortable here?
Well, it is, kind of. But you're still not supposed to be on this side of the cell. Besides, it's too early. Or too late for a visit. This is beyond the scheduled hours.
Oh, I'm sure Chief Inspector Lee wouldn't mind a little chat between friends. Besides, his prison officers just snoring in the break room.
She brushes off a lock of her hair from her shoulders, stands up, and meters around the length of the cell or whatever spaces it would be allowed. As if this were just simple stroll in the park, making a show checking every scratch the past occupants of the room has left on its walls. Nevertheless, I try to make myself small against the corner. Any closer and we'll be crossing each other's personal space. Frankly, that's more than I'm comfortable with.
Be that as it may, they have cameras here too. How are you going to explain that when they check?
That doesn't matter, dear.
It does. Your popularity ain't going to give you any kind of immunity from the law. I appreciate the visit, but I'd rather not see you get into trouble.
Makes her stop. But just as I'm starting to think I finally reasoned with her.
You don't want to get out of here.
Of course I do. But you don't have to do anything. It's my fault. I'll find a way out of this mess.
You did bring it to yourself.
This really is just a misunderstanding, Hana. I didn't mean to trespass. If you'll just listen to the whole story, you'll know I didn't mean to do it.
I'm really disappointed in you.
I look straight at her, at the sudden change in her tone, checking for any sign if I've upset her with what I did. Of course she would be. She has every right to. After all I've talked, the little attempts to build a friendship, here I went and broke into another person's home. Her home. On so many levels beyond any friendship, it's still wrong. Her anger doesn't come as I'm expecting it to, however. Instead, she smiles. Oh, Lord. A horrid little smile I didn't think I'd ever see from her.
Breaking into our home. Disturbing my love in his sleep. You've upset my Prince Zack. You've really upset
Prince
him.
Zack? What?
Hana?
Panic swells in me, ripping up my spine. I told you these two were like the originals or whatever. Not him, sorry, I was imagining the husband there. Rationally, I know you shouldn't feel this way about anyone, you know. But here I am, backing away, trying to keep an ample distance between the two of us. I'm afraid, wholly afraid of her. This ain't Hannah. The bars rattle as soon as my shoulders hit it. A hindrance, not to freedom, but to safety.
Has anyone ever told you how beautiful those eyes of yours are?
Nana? Occasionally, my sister.
Clock that bitch in the face!
Hana? You alright?
She laughs, a deranged little thing coming from her. There's no cheer in it, no warmth, only spite.
Makes me want to take them home, wrap them in those pretty ribbons I have in my vanity. I'm pretty sure my prince would love it, don't you think, Zachary? A little gift from me.
Stay away from me!
She moves, in short, some of bone crunching, twitching that are too painful for me to watch. I want to look away, but I can't. I'm screaming for help, but before I know it, I'm jolting the bars with as much force as I could.
Somebody, get me out of here! Anyone, please!
Bugger off! Some people are trying to get some sleep here!
No! She's here! You've got to let me out! She's gonna kill me! Someone! She's...
Oh, you poor thing. Don't you worry. You won't even feel the pain.
Oh no! You've unlocked a memory fragment. What's happening? Where have these memory fragments been? This is her. The ghost. She's watching. Is this the husband? Oh no! Okay, guys. I think we're gonna actually look for Ash. Let's see what happens. In the end, the rational part of my brain winds out, and half of it spent too much time around Ash. It's right, the reasonable part. If I do force my way in and find somebody unpleasant, how am I going to fight them back? With my camera? No matter where you look at it, they're simply asking for a painful death.
I have a better chance if I find Ash. What is he snooping about?
Perhaps I should try the forest. Make a round further into the gardens? Not a sound plan, but it's better than nothing. The woman's soft sobs have subsided now for some means. Almost inaudible to the point where I'm wondering if I truly heard what I heard. I didn't dwell on it though, because right that moment my phone rings. Sharp notes cutting piercing through the thick quietude. Clamp a hand over and pressing the button before the speaker are close to my ear.
Are you?
No, this is a trick! I only caught the tail end of the person greeting on the other end, but I know that voice well enough. Ah, get out of here!
What was that, Ash? Could you repeat that? Signal shitty here.
I asked, where are you? Hell, Zach, I've been calling your number for a good 20 minutes now. What kind of shithole did you get into?
Good morning to you, too. I should be asking you that question. I've been looking all over the mansion for you. I thought you'd be...
What mansion?
Do I really need to answer that?
Why are you even... No, wait. Just get your ass here at Isabella's place, and hurry.
I shift my gaze into the mansion, specifically at the window I heard the cries from. There's nothing of it now, not even echoes.
How urgent is this?
Pressing enough for you to stop asking questions and get yourself here. Please, Zach.
That gives me a pause. It's a rare thing for him to take down that tone.
I'll be there in a few. An hour or two, tops.
Thanks. I'll see you.
I rush back to my bike as soon as the call ends. Without another look, I leave the mansion along with the taunting melodies that Grim echoes behind. There are more important things than my own curiosity and impulse. Oh, goodness! He wouldn't have got hurt if I chose this path! Oh, no! What have I done? Ugh. Okay, guys, so I just hit the branching tree. Okay, that's good. Well, I just hit the branching tree because we finished Zachary's storyline for chapter 3. I didn't know all the chapters were right here, so it looks like there's only 7 chapters. So, who's Luke? Oh, Luke is the pretty boy. Okay, so looks like there's a lot you can do here. Wow. Interesting. Looks like there's many options you can choose. But if we scroll all the way down, wow, this is actually taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Scroll! There. Death. That's what I'm getting from this one. Keep looking for Ash. Common route. Ending 1. Mariana. Enter the window. Story update. Oh, there's 2? Maybe if I had told Hana originally, something different would have happened. Who knows? Wow. Well, now that I know that this is death, no. We'll see what I choose. I might have to coin toss this one. Because I kind of want to stick through with the end, to the end, because, you know, I've already gone this far, and, you know, like, do what you done the first try, you know, and maybe the second try will get better. But I also kind of want to finish it on a good ending. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end it there. Wow, what an episode. You guys got to see both point of views of, like, what would have happened and stuff like that with the choices I've made. What an ending we got. So, I'm not sure which ending I'm gonna go with yet. You guys will have to find out in the next episode. Check out my other content if you want to see other spooky stuff. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and continue to have that wonderful day. Bye!